No!
Uh-oh.
Are we out? Like out of Monster?
To the gas station we go.
Oh my goodness. This is the third episode of the Z build. About a Z, you guys don't know, end of last week. To recap, a couple more things wrong with it than we intended, but I'll refresh your minds a little bit later. We got a few different stops to go to today. We're doing the engine build. Most importante, stop numero uno, Daddy's gotta get some caffeine. Let's do, ooh, what is this? What? How you doing today, man? It's a new flavor.
No, I have never seen it.
I know, ultra black.
Crack it open.
I mean, I've liked every other old. It's like a pomegranate-y kind of taste.
It tastes like a candy.
I dig it.
You know those little, the things that had the candy stick and you dip into the powder and then you eat
Nope,
it?
never had them. Time for stop number 2. JIS engines. I've never been here, but they have my stuff, so I'm gonna go there. Piston rings for
Oh, the 3.5.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Cool place. We're gonna head right down the road to get the main bearings. So many auto places. Oh, this is kind of tight. Bunch of Hondas and stuff. All right, so where do I go? I guess there's Fast and Furious type crap around here, dude. Main bearings and rod bearings for a VQ 35. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one. Another Evo. I'm meeting cool people today. But now it's finally time. I still need an OEM head gasket. I need an OEM head gasket, so I'm gonna try and check and see if I can find one from a dealership or something. And I need the main seal, which I can just get from like O'Reilly's, I think. So we should be good. Let's head to the shop and I'll catch you guys up to speed. We made it. Let's check for, we got any nails this time? I don't hear any I like that. Nothing. Guys, seriously, we've had 5 nails in completely different locations and 3 different vehicles' tires this month. It's put back together. It looks so pretty. So here is my beautiful DE, or what's left of it. Last time we literally just took everything apart. Pretty much the entire car is just kind of laying over here. We're gonna be rebuilding this with the stock pistons. We have new piston rings, new main bearings, new thrust rod bearings as well. There might be one rod that we can't reuse, but we're gonna rebuild it the right way so that we try not to burn oil. So we're working on it right now. I've been kind of using a light Scotch-Brite pad to kind of not resurface, but just get all the grime off of the heads right here. And I'll show you guys this side. A lot of you guys are really actually intrigued with the motor build stuff, which I'm stoked about because this is my first time filming something like this on the channel. Got just a bunch of like grime and stuff like that from, you know, the old head gasket and this and that, a bunch of stuff. So our goal is to, anything that looks like that, or basically this whole side, we want it to look pretty much identical to this. So we're also going to be cleaning up the bottom end. I mean, it's obviously really nasty. This is where some of the really choice work was done with the gaskets and all of the millions of pounds of RTV. So we'll clean up where the main bearings go and kind of just get all of this nice. We're gonna make the block look as nice as possible. All right.
Got 'em.
What you got?
The goods.
So O'Reilly is just bomb. We have Felpro head gaskets. We've got some towels because reasons. Brake cleaner. And you got the kit for the... So this is the main seals. And then this is probably what? Oh, the front main seal. That's pretty much all we need.
Wow, that came with a whole new large
the
piece
entire,
of metal.
Look at that. It's so satisfying to see like some nice fresh aluminum. And guys, I have to say, I know I keep saying it, but I love this car so much. And it's 2J swap. That's my favorite part about it.
That's on, and I got present. I got present. I got present.
You tiny chunks of RTV, be gone.
Snowball, that's on, and I got present. I got present. I got present.
Huge moment right now. This is the first piece going back in. The little teeny tiny squirters. Oh, that's a good start, right?
Do not include that part. That's stupid.
If I need to hold it for you, I can. It's officially started.
Indeed, the
Let's go. It's begun.
Just gonna get a little bit of assembly lube on the back side of the thrust bearing to keep it against the block there. And there we go.
So, all right. Being careful. It's slippery. And it's in.
So pretty looking.
Well, now it's in. There's been a lot of really tedious, annoying work that you guys definitely don't want to see, but I've done a lot of work in making sure all this RTV and stuff is off. I've gotten the brush and kind of brushed a lot of aluminum down, and now we're checking bearing clearance, which I had no idea was a huge thing, but this is this little piece of blue that's going to crush, and that's going to show you how much bearing clearance there is. Yeah.
So we're supposed to take them all to 24 foot-pounds right now. And there's 24.
That little piece, after you torque this little plate down, we're going to take it back off. That will show us the bearing clearance. All right. Let's see if this will pop off for us.
There we go. See how that
Dang,
smashed down?
that's it right there.
So then we take
What?
the... Looks like we're right at that 0.0015
Sick.
range, which is right where I would like to be.
Oh, good.
So now that all four of those look really good, the caps are going to go back on the mains, and then that little dude is going to go back on as well. I'm going to torque that back down, and then we got some other stuff. While he's working on that, I'm going to start tearing, or not tearing. I'm going to start working some of this RTV off of all this. It's nasty. Yo, look at this. That's satisfying. I don't know about you guys, but that looks good. And now I flip it around to this side, and it's almost even. That's definitely even worse. Oh, there we go. I can rest easy. There's a little bit in the little crevices and stuff, but that'll get filled in. So, I'm feeling good. Now the next step is to get the pistons back into the motor. The biggest thing is just checked ring gap. We're doing that right now, but while he's doing that, Victoria and I are actually out here cleaning up the pistons. This is the one I just finished up. Getting them nice and refreshed with a Scotch-Brite pad, and going through where the rings lay and get that a little cleaned out. So that's it's pretty simple. It's a little easier to fit in the cylinder when everything's cleaned up. Yo, so really awesome news. Ethan, you said you just measured everything in this, right?
Yeah.
This is the connecting rod that had the really bad bearing, and
that guy.
that guy, and he just measured everything, and it is a-okay to use.
All the rings are there. Gaps are placed in the right spots.
Okay.
I want to be careful at this point that all the rings found their spots in the piston, because
Okay.
you don't want to compress if one of them is
Sure.
lying outside. So that looks proper right there.
Okay.
I've already got my bearing in here, and now we do have to pay a little attention to the facing of the piston. The dot goes to the front. All right,
Damn.
sitting on there. Boom.
Boom.
She's in.
Yeah. Voila. And
on there.
now we just got to put the cap back on. Victoria's getting the piston rings lined up correctly.
I guess not lined up.
Or
Staggered.
positioned correctly. We are at the point to where all of the pistons are in. We've got one more cap to do,
Made
but
up
everything's
right now.
in, dude. Everything is in. I just had to download this game today. Casey's out here playing. You gotta
Some battling.
I've never been able to download this game till now, and now I definitely have to do it. Not sponsored, by the way. Yo, mad angle.
Restart.
That's what we've been doing while Ethan's just putting the motor back together. Hell yeah. Give her a little spinny
Yes, sir. Here you go.
so you guys can see. Look at this. Okay. Fire. Fire.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fire. That's so sick. Oh, man.
That's
That is
awesome.
badass. Basically, what comes next is we can put the heads back on. And then I guess the most challenging part from here on out is obviously doing the kind of timing assembly. So we'll get that everything like that. We will not have bad timing this time around.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna end up, yeah, whatever. It's gonna.
We're getting a little delirious.
Yeah, it has been a pretty long day, and I'm psyched. So hopefully get this figured out pretty soon. The one thing that's going to hold us is I have to wait for the clutch. It's going to be shipped on Friday, and I'll probably get that early next week. So that'll be the last thing before we get it in. But this is good, dude. I don't know, Ethan. You were saying earlier this is probably the most challenging, or at least the most time-consuming part.
Yeah, that's over the hill now.
That is awesome.
More than half the battle, at least.
This is a completed short block, no?
And we bought this 3 days ago.
4
days ago.
Yeah, dude. It's commitment.
Yeah, look at all the progress. It was a running car, and now...
It's not a running car. It is crazy what all you have to do to, like, just replace these little teeny tiny little bearings. Completely take the motor out and take the motor completely apart for these little bitty pieces of metal that are very, very crucial to the motor. It looks so nice having all this nice refresh, but then you're never going to see it again and it doesn't matter. So super long and successful day at Trackstar. I definitely want you guys to follow them. Make sure you follow their YouTube channel and their Instagram as well. And by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, thank you for over 100,000 on Instagram. Super stoked about that. I didn't mention that. I meant to say like 2 weeks ago, but anyways, big shout out to them. Huge excitement for the Z to actually be ready. I'm ready to drive it. I'm ready for her to drive it, and I'm ready for us to just have a ton of fun in it. I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Peace.
I got rhythm. I got rhythm.